Hi, my name's Sophia D'Amelio, and I plan on attending Salve, Regina in the fall to study criminal justice. I'm here to explain how I use my educational experience at Salve to pursue social justice and promote diversity, equity, and inclusion on campus and in the world. Firstly, I want to start off by saying that I was raised in a Hispanic, Italian, and American family. So I've experienced different communities, each with its own customs and traditions, right in my own family. Sometimes these customs and traditions are very similar to each other, and other times they can be very different. So interacting with people from different backgrounds of life has always been of interest to me, and this is something I hope to continue to explore at Salve Regina through the various academic and extracurricular activities. Throughout my own family experiences, I have witnessed people changing and blending to create a place with more common ground and a sense of community. It starts with awareness and understanding, as well as the desire to change and adapt. I can see this same effort occurring in my community, my state, our country, and the world. Bridges have been created to help build communities where people can connect from different walks and cultures of life. However, there is still so much work that needs to be done. As someone who is bilingual, often I see that the biggest gap is just being able to speak the same language. I want to use my multicultural background at Salve and beyond to help bring people together, expanding those bridges of understanding and opportunity in an effort to create more equality, connections, and inclusions. I have learned a lot from my blended family about how to help bring people together. On my father's side, there is a proud Italian heritage. It has been my experience that this part of my family is very traditional and less open to new thoughts and ideas. Through the years, though, I have seen them change, slowly, to accept new ideas and thoughts, simply by being willing to listen. On my mother's side of the family, there's a proud Hispanic heritage. She was born and raised in Mexico, and her family had their own traditional ways of doing things as well. However, when my mother immigrated to America, she started to embrace more of the American way of life, which represents more of a melting pot of people coexisting together, mostly in peace. These experiences have helped my family learn to be more inclusive of others and their traditions. I hope I can help people be more inclusive by setting a good example and encouraging others to step out of their comfort zone to explore new activities and experiences. As I start to talk about social justice, the topic is a very personal one to me and perhaps what has inspired me the most to want to help others. However, it's not an easy one for me to talk about. When I was younger, my father spent over a year in jail. This created a lot of fear and anxiety for me, as well as my family. My mom was worried about many things, especially if she would be able to put food on our table or pay the rent. We were afraid of what others would think and how they might judge us. We kept our thoughts and concerns to ourselves, suffering in silence. What many people didn't understand at the time was that my dad lacked quality resources and opportunities to support our family. He also didn't have the best legal representation during his trial. Much of this was due in part to his limited access to a quality education and better jobs when he was younger. Even today, his record makes it hard for him to find a good job, regardless of how hard he works. And we still struggle financially as a family because of that. When I was younger, I didn't understand what social justice and equity meant. But as I've gotten more older and more confident, as well as educated, I now understand what the words mean. I understand the need for a fair balance of wealth and opportunities for everyone, where individual rights are recognized and protected. But it's inspired so much more for me than that. I now see that I can be the change I wish to see. Most people now would describe me as curious and determined, because I'm curious and determined about people and how to help them. I have found my voice and I want to help other people find their voice too. This is just one more reason that I am passionate about social justice and the need for diversity, equity, and inclusion for all people. My family background and curiosity have driven me to want to help people be the best version of themselves by ensuring they have access to all the available tools and resources. Being curious helps me make connections with others because I ask questions so that I can learn about them and get to know them better. I never want anyone to suffer in silence like my family and I did. I want to learn how different people think and live, as well as interact with others, so I can use this information to help guide them to the best resources and supports that will help them reach up to their next level. All of these experiences have made me want to study criminal justice, because I want to be able to understand the different behaviors and societal influences that lead to crime, in order to help prevent crime from happening in the first place. I also want to better understand how to help people or seeking rehabilitation after committing a crime, so they too can reach their full potential. Criminal justice creates social justice when everyone has an inclusive and equal playing field. Thank you.